Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. Right now it's halftime for the preseason game. I wanted to make this video on discussing Russell Wilson, of course, as you see from the title. I had a full analysis of course, the preseason game on the Steelers Syndicate channel, so go over there and you can watch the full one right after the game. But Russell Wilson, I think, his debut as a Steeler was pretty solid. You know, the first two drives he went 3 and out, of course. And those drops right there, kind of get his footing right. I know in one play, he kind of stepped into the pressure a little bit in the pocket. It kind of collapsed on him, got sacked. He got sacked 3 times. You know, him and Justin Fields are the 2 quarterbacks who hold the ball the most over the past few years. You got to kind of fix that little thing, trying to make a lot out of nothing sometimes. But sometimes you can just take the check down and just live to fight another day or something. So we're going to see if they kind of adapt more to that, of course, as time goes on. But overall, Russell Wilson was 8 for 10, had 48 yards. And one thing I did like about what he did, he attacked the middle of the field. He wasn't trying to do a little, taking a lot of check downs or doing some crazy stuff like, you know, how we've seen the previous quarterbacks, you know, with Kenny Pickett, when we've seen with Mr. Trubisky as well. They would never attack the middle of the field. They never stepped in the pocket and stayed and strike in the middle. We've seen Van Jefferson get a few catches in the middle on a curl route, on a little crosser route as well, a little bit too as well. And we also see Russell Wilson deliver a beautiful ball to George Pickens. Now, it was deemed a incompletion. I was surprised Coach Tomlin challenged that one because that one kind of a little shaky. He had one foot in and the other foot was kind of simultaneously at the same time when he caught the ball heading out of bounds. Last week, Coach Tomlin took the challenge that one that Van Jefferson caught. He had both feet in, but he didn't challenge that one. But he challenged this one right here. As one thing, one knack on Coach Tomlin a little bit, the challenges. Sometimes he don't challenge when he needs to challenge like that. I feel like he go out of gut feeling sometimes. And sometimes you need to get some of those guys in that room to be looking at the replay thing, be like, okay, coach, challenge it like that. So I don't know if they do that, but I think still is kind of old school. You might look up at the jumbotron and be like, I guess I can challenge it right here, but we got to kind of get up to date a little bit. But Russell Wilson overall, I did like his performance was pretty solid. It wasn't the best, of course, but it was a solid performance. You know, going out there, his accuracy is still there. As you guys know, Russell Wilson really only had a bad year that 2 years ago, when he first got to the Broncos. That was his only bad year when he went out there and played horrible. But last year, he threw 26 touchdowns with his 8 interceptions. He still showed he had a good deep ball. We were Cortland Sutton last year, number 14, who went out there and balled out. Now he got another number 14 this year, George Pickens, who's going to ball out with them too. You can already see kind of the chemistry there with those guys as well. Russell Wilson loved to get that ball out there, and the way Arthur Smith was going to have this offense, he's going to have it kind of in the sense of play action passes. Use the run instead of play action passes. Deep strikes down the field. So Najee Harris looked a little more shifty too. We've seen some solid runs today in the first half. His day is over most likely. Dylan Warren also got hurt a little bit, had a hamstring injury, so hopefully it's nothing too severe. But Najee Harris is going to be kind of like the train, you know, the bell cap back, getting those carries and stuff. You're going to see a lot of that stuff, like a lot of different run-based schemes with him, Warren, Cordell Patterson in the mix as well. Maybe Dajon Edwards in the mix as well. Different running backs in the mix. And then we also going to see them use that to set up the play action pass game. Russell Wilson strived when they did play action pass with the Seahawks. Remember Chris Carson was there before he had the neck injury, and even before him, Marshawn Lynch, when he was there as well. That's how Russell Wilson kind of got his name like that too as well. Play action pass, the ability to, some of the bootleg plays as well, the ability to use your legs to run or to get out there in the field and try to lunch it down the field and make some plays happen. So I think Russell Wilson is going to be pretty solid with the Steelers. Solid player with the Steelers. I know his first debut didn't go super crazy or spectacular, but he did do some nice things we like to see. Using the middle of the field. I know the bar was kind of low because quarterbacks of the previous years did not use the middle of the field for some reason. Even Big Ben on his last few years, he didn't use the middle of the field. But now we see Russell Wilson entering year, I believe, what is his year, 12 or 13, I think? Year 12 or 13, entering this year. We're going to see if Russell Wilson can, kind of get rejuvenated a little bit. Like I mentioned before on the Steelers Syndicate channel, I made that video discussing the offense, on the confidence in our offense. I gave it a 6. I said I just need Russell Wilson to go out there and be Clark Kent. Occasionally, you can go out there and go in the phone booth and put your cape on and be Superman and go out there and make some plays, but just be Clark Kent. Just be consistently solid. That's solid enough to help us stay in contention of the game, make routine throws routinely, or we not taking forever to get a first down. Just be consistently solid. Kind of like he was with the Broncos last year. He was through 26 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. He made some spectacular plays, of course, to Cortland Sutton, and made some big time plays down the field to different guys, Jared Judy and stuff. But he also was just solid. He was a guy who you can rely on. He was very accurate. And his accuracy is still here. His throwing power is still here as well. He's still mobile enough as well to deliver the ball if he had to step up in the pocket or step out the pocket. So I think Russell Wilson is going to be the starter. I know you still have a lot of questions surrounding, of course, Justin Fields and Russell Wilson, but we know Russell Wilson is the starter for the team. He's the veteran presence. The Steelers team is built right now to not for a Super Bowl, but they are built right now to in the playoff contention, because we already made the playoffs anyway. We made the playoffs with 3 different quarterbacks last year. Made the playoffs with an aging Big Ben who arm was falling off. So we kind of like in the era right now. We're trying to just get in the playoffs and win playoff games and see what happens. Like they're trying to be a team around that and trying to just like, hey, capitalize on what we have on the defense, with TJ Watt in his prime, Minka Fitzpatrick in his prime, Cam Hayward is kind of in his prime, but he's still a pretty good player. Alex Highsmith in his prime, and all these different young stars we have. So we're gonna see if Russell Wilson can merge well with the team. I think overall, I'm gonna give his grade for his performance today. I'll give him a 5 out of 10. You know, it's his first time here, like the debut right here. I'm giving him a 5 out of 10. He did pretty solid like that. He didn't turn the ball over. Got sacked 3 times, but he did make some plays. Got us in scoring range as well to score. Boswell missed the field goal, which is surprising like that. A little bit. It was kind of like wide different way. I guess he like something slipped into the floor. The ground is still slippery a little bit because, you know, the rain that happened too as well. That's probably why TJ Watt and Josh Allen didn't play today, because they didn't want the conditions to affect them or some type of freak accident, freak injury. But I think Russell Wilson is going to be all right, going to be solid with us and be nice with us, and can at least lead us to more wins than we had last year. Last year we had 10 with 3 different guys. Hopefully this year can get 11 plus and see what happens. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel, or actually I'll see you guys later on SteelerNation channel, depending on which one I upload first. But peace out.